What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what mega Pokemon we want to see added to Pokemon Legends ZA. We know mega Pokemon are coming back for this Legends game, which is incredibly exciting, which means we're going to be seeing a bunch of old megas return, which is great. But of course, the opportunity for new mega Pokemon to be created. And the best part about megas is all it has to be is a Pokemon's final form, and then it can get a mega, whether it's a regular Pokemon or a legendary. Megas can be anywhere, and there's a lot of Pokemon I think that deserve a mega. And of course, guys, you can let me know in the comment section below what Pokemon you want to see get mega evolutions. And don't forget, guys, to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam and a join channel member button below. So let's just dive right into things here. So number one is going to be from Red BRB on Twitter here, and he actually writes a little bit of Dex lore for Mega Flygon. The hump on its back is a powerful muscle that allows it to flap its wings at breakneck speed, and some researchers believe it has the best eyesight out of all Pokemon. Now, I gotta say this, I think their art is phenomenal, so definitely give them a follow, check out their account, make a lot of great art. But I think this art for Mega Flygon is actually pretty badass. I love the dragonfly aspects to it. It looks like it'll be very fast, and Flygon naturally isn't the fastest Pokemon, so this will help it keep up with the power creep that's been happening in Pokemon recently. The only thing I would change this from is from Dragon Flying to Dragon Bug to give it more of a unique identity. We don't have any Bug Dragon Pokemon yet, so this would be really cool. And I think Dragon Flying is a little bit redundant, so that would be really sweet for this. Plus, it looks like a Dragonfly, so I think the Bug would fit more here. But honestly, Flygon is definitely the Pokemon that we deserve the most as a Mega, in my opinion. Now, this next one is getting from Mad Zygarde Cord, and Mad Zygarde Cord makes a Mega Go-Go, calling it a grass and ground type, which I think is a pretty interesting type conversation. I mean, it's pretty decent. And honestly, I think Go-Go is a perfect Pokemon to get a Mega. It is a Gen 6 Pokemon. I do think Gen 6 will be getting most of the Megas within Pokemon Legends ZA. Makes a lot of sense. It's a Gen 6 game after all. It takes place in Kalos. So Gen 6 Pokemon should be the featured Pokemon getting the new Mega evolutions, and if there's forms, probably maybe new forms as well. But I think Mega Go-Go will make sense because it's Go-Go is sort of like a mid-tier Pokemon. It's not great, it's not really good, but it's definitely a Pokemon. If you give it 100 more BST, it can definitely do a lot more work, and I think the ground typing would actually be pretty decent for it. Depends on the ability. The Pokemon could be better or worse. It'll be interesting to see how grass ground works here, but overall, I like the design of this. I like the horns. I like the berries on it too. Maybe we'll have like Harvest as an ability. We'll have to wait and see. Now, our next one is going to be from Iker here, or Landiaki. Definitely check out their Twitter as well. And we are going to be getting Mega or Primal Xerneas and Yveltal for sure. I mean, let's be real. If you play Pokemon Legends Arceus, Dialga and Palkia got their own forms. So it would make sense for the box Legends of the previous games to get their own new Mega / Primals in this case. And look at the Xerneas. I think this is really badass. It looks like the World Tree. It's like branching out. I don't know if it's going to change its type or anything like that, but I think it looks really cool and potentially could be a fairy and grass type Pokemon. Then Mega Yveltal going on all fours, you know, becoming the wolf instead of the hawk. There is a wolf on the World Tree, which is what the Gen 6 legendaries are based on, is the World Tree on Norse mythology. So that'd be really cool to see. I think it would be badass though. Maybe like dark ground instead of dark flying. That would make a lot of sense. And I do love the branch motif that's occurring here on the Yveltal. I think it's actually very cool, and I just love the general designs. But I think this is an absolute lock that we will be getting Mega / Primals of these legendary Pokemon. Now, of course, Zygarde is called Pokemon Legends ZA. Zygarde has to be getting something new, of course, right? And Zygarde, you know, he never had his own game, so he never had a chance to really show off anything crazy about him outside of a side quest in Gen 7. And once again, Red BRB has some art, and they did an imagination of 100% form, a combination of Zygarde focused with the Yveltal, or Zygarde focused with Xerneas. Now, here is Zygarde X, which is going to be a dragon and fairy type Pokemon, and it looks pretty badass. It honestly goes full Mecha Gundam to me. It has this like big tree gun. I think this is super badass to me. And then look at Zygarde Y. Now you have the other arm, the left arm, and it like goes dark and dragon, which is a very cool typing. I love the green and red colors on here. And I'm not sure like what this actually is as a weapon. It looks like a big cannon, like not like the narrow one, but like sort of like a big cannon that might blossom into like a flower. Sort of has like a bit of a flowerish color to me. I think it's very badass though overall. I love this idea. This is definitely like the most unique idea I've seen in fan art looking out for Pokemon Legends ZA. I don't think those will come real, but hey, I think this is super badass and I love it. Now, let's go back to Pokemon that probably deserve a Mega, and that is going to be Luxray from a Mad Zygarde core here. And Luxray is a Pokemon that is so cool looking. Unfortunately, it's such a bad Pokemon, bad stats, bad move pool, but maybe Mega Luxray can fix it. And look at this. Electric and dark type. I always personally believe that Luxray should have been an electric and dark type Pokemon, and I am all about this. This design is badass. It looks cool. Honestly, give it more physical attack, give it more speed, and honestly, give it an updated move pool, and Mega Luxray could be a real threat out there, and I think this is an absolute cool Pokemon in general. Love this art from Mad Zygarde core. Next up from Omori art. Did not, you know, I've totally butchered it, but there you go. I think we're gonna get something like a Mega Charizard Z. This is something I hope to see because we have Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y. Charizard is a Pokemon that sells copies of games and just product in general. So why not make a Mega Charizard Z? That would be a sick Pokemon to do. I would love that. Hell, I would love Megas for, you know, Venusaur and Blastoise, new Megas for them as well. But I can see Mega Charizard Z coming. I do think it will have more of a Zygarde motif if there were Z-focused Megas in general. And I do think Charizard with some green on it would actually fit. In my imagination, it would look similar to something like this. Now, this guy says it would be like a dark and fire type Pokemon. You know, that's pretty solid typing overall. Personally, maybe it could be like ground and fire, or it could be like dragon and ground, or just dragon and fire in general, similar to how like Charizard X is. Honestly, very cool looking Pokemon though in general. I love the red wings. I love that it got some extra wings on it too. I do think Charizard will be getting something. So for all the Charizard haters out there, I'm sorry, but Charizard will most likely be getting something. It just makes a lot of sense from the marketing side of things. Now, next up from Goompy here, they did another Gen 6 Pokemon that I think deserves another rework or some sort of buff, which is going to be Trevenant. Now, Trevenant is actually not a bad Pokemon. It's a pretty decent stall Pokemon. I've seen some success with it in the VGC and single play, but Mega Trevenant would be very cool. I really love it. Having all the spirits of like other Trevenants and Phantoms behind it would be really sick. I think obviously it would still be like a grass and ghost type Pokemon, but I do love the general art direction of this, and I think Goompy did an absolute fantastic job with it. And I do think in general, a lot of Gen 6 Pokemon will be getting Megas, as I mentioned before. So hopefully we get some more of these coming. And if I see any other cool Megas, I will definitely share them with the community here. But one thing I want to say, I did not see any fan art of Mega Pangoro. No Mega Pangoro fan art that was worth sharing. That's very disappointing. So hey, if anyone wants to make Mega Pangoro fan art, I would love to feature on my channel because, man, Mega Pangoro would be so sick. And, you know, Pancham is the mascot of the channel. So I really hope Pangoro gets something. He's a Kalos Pokemon. It would make a lot of sense. But there we have it, guys. That is all of the Megas I think we should be getting for the Pokemon Legends ZA game. Of course, there's other Pokemon I think deserves Mega as well, but I really want to show off this awesome fan art that was made on Twitter. So definitely don't forget to check out all of the following artists. They're very awesome. They make great content. So definitely reach out, give them a follow, maybe get a commission from them and all that good stuff. And of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.